Welcome to Brillians training video. Brillians is the new name for the application previously known as SupraVISTA. Today's topic is First Time with Brillians. This presentation explains how to start Brillians on a new workstation, log in, create a desktop icon, auto start Brillians when you log into Windows, update user profile for use in Letter Writer and RX Writer, set up display for efficient workflow, and change Windows settings for efficiency. How to start Brillians. Most VAMCs provide a link on CPRS Tools menu. To start Brillians, click on its menu item on the CPRS Tools menu, as shown in the image. Within seconds, Brillians starts, and you will see the login screen. If nothing happens then, either the link is broken, or you do not have privileges to the Brillians application. Check with the clinical informatics staff, not with the IT staff. The login process works exactly like CPRS. The PIV card login is supported. This works exactly like CPRS. If the PIV login fails, the user is prompted to enter access code and verify code. Again, this is exactly the same behavior as CPRS. Just like CPRS, Brillians logs out after a period of user inactivity. Unlike CPRS, it does not shut down. If logged out, the user can easily log back in, as shown on the next slide. The user may log off intentionally, or be logged out due to timeout. This slide shows options to log back in. Click on the File menu. There are menu options to log in, or log out, as shown in the image. When the user is logged out, all the clinical data is cleared. A brightly colored panel, in the center of the main form, informs the user about the login status. The user can click on this panel to open the login form, as shown on the next slide. This image shows the login form. In the upper part is the legal notice that you should be aware of. A click on the large login button will prompt the user for the PIV PIN number. It may take a few seconds before the security window displays. The security window asks for your PIV PIN number. Here is an important tip from Grandma. If, before the security window show up, the user clicks on another window, then security window may be hidden behind that window. The user continues to click on the login button but nothing happens. This is because the security window is already open, but hidden. Learn to use the Alt plus Tab key to bring hidden windows to the front. The bottom panel has a few buttons with self-explanatory captions. The Run in Demo Mode button will not work unless the application has been set up to do so at your organization. How to create a desktop icon. Click on Brillians' File menu. Near the bottom of the menu, click on the Create Desktop Icon option as shown in the image. In the future, start Brillians before starting CPRS by double-clicking on this icon. After you log into Brillians, it will start CPRS and log you in. The above step is required only once on each workstation. Occasionally, Windows deletes icons. To recreate, repeat the above steps. How to automatically start Brillians at Windows login. Click on Brillians' File menu. Near the bottom of the menu, click on Auto Start Application at Windows Login option as shown in the image. In the future, at Windows Login, Windows will prompt you to run Brillians. Select Run. After you log into Brillians, it will start CPRS and log you in. The above step is required only once on each workstation. This keeps you from forgetting to start Brillians. How to edit personal data. Personal data, such as user's name and work address, are used by the letter writer. License and NPI numbers are used by the prescription writer. This way, you don't have to enter this data manually. On Brillians' main menu, click on My Settings as shown in the image. On Menu, select Edit Personal Data. This opens the form shown on the next slide. The above step is required only once. You can update this information anytime, using steps shown in this presentation, for example, update clinic name, phone, license, etc. How to fill out the Edit Personal Data form. Please fill out this form completely as shown in the image. Fill the non-applicable fields with NA. Do not leave them blank, unless advised to do so. When done, click on the Save button. Then click on the Done button to close this form. The Done button is not shown in the image. You can update this information anytime, using steps shown in this presentation. What is the recommended workflow for Brillians? Brillians is designed to fit in with and enhance your existing workflow. The following recommendations will help. Create a desktop icon as described in this presentation. Before you start CPRS, start Brillians by double-clicking on the desktop icon. After login, Brillians will start CPRS and log you in, thus saving a few steps. As a bonus, you can start CPRS anytime using the View Alerts and Login Helper button on the bottom panel of Brillians' main window. What is the recommended workflow if the user has 2 monitors? As always, keep CPRS on the primary monitor. Typically, this is the monitor on the user's left side. Place Brillians on the second monitor. To do so, simply drag Brillians' main form over to the second monitor. Continue working in CPRS as you always do. Brillians will automatically synchronize patients with CPRS. It will be ready to use when you need it. Here is a useful tip if you have multiple monitors. Sometimes, you can see an application running on the taskbar. However, when you click on the taskbar button, the application does not display. Where is it hiding? You, or Windows, may have accidentally placed this application on the second or third monitor, which may be off or may not exist. Here is a useful tip from Grandma. Try this key combination to bring the application to the working monitor. Press and keep down Window key and Shift key simultaneously. Now press the left arrow key repeatedly until you see the application on the working monitor. Let go all the keys. This will display the affected application on the desired monitor. If this does not work, then the application may be frozen. Try Alt plus Tab key combination. Brillians automatically synchronizes patient with CPRS. However, it gives the user the option to ignore synchronization. Load patient in CPRS and proceed as usual. There is no change to your workflow. As soon as you load a patient in CPRS, Brillians will ask if you want to load this patient. See the small window on top of CPRS as shown in the image, pointed to by the arrow. You can click Yes, No or ignore the prompt. If you do nothing, that is, ignore the prompt, then Brillians will automatically load the patient after countdown. The Yes and No options is designed to give the user the choice whether to load this patient. Sometimes, you may not want to. This slide shows how to manually synchronize Brillians with the last patient in CPRS. The Vista system keeps track of the last patient you loaded in any Vista application, for example, CPRS, Vista Imaging or Brillians. You can easily load this patient in Brillians, using any one of the following methods. 1. Press Ctrl F12 key once, that is, hold the Ctrl key down and press F12 key once. Let go both the keys. You can do this while working in CPRS, without switching to Brillians. 2. Click Ctrl plus F12 button in right upper corner. 3. Click New button in left upper corner, which opens Patient Selection dialog box. This is similar to CPRS patient selection. You can also use any of the above methods anytime to refresh patient currently loaded in Brillians. At times, Windows applications appear frozen. That is, the application does not respond to the mouse or the keyboard action. The user hears a ding sound but nothing happens. In the end, the user ends up killing the affected application. This can happen to CPRS, Brillians, and just about any Windows application. So, what went wrong? Very likely, a window that must be closed before you can proceed, has gone behind another window. Thus it is invisible and unreachable. For example, you must close the patient selection window or the encounter form before you can do anything else in CPRS. Here is how to fix this. Try the following one by one. 1. Press Escape key once or twice. This may invoke the Cancel button. Click, and close the hidden window. 2. Press Enter key once or twice. This may invoke the OK button. Click, and close the hidden window. 3. Hold the Alt key down while repeatedly pressing the Tab key. Release the Alt key when the frozen applications icon is highlighted. This may bring the hidden window to the front so that you can work on it. The recommendations in this slide will help you gain the maximum efficiency with all Windows applications, including Brillians. 1. Set up Windows taskbar for efficiency. See our presentation on Windows tips and tricks. 2. Always maximize all windows to make best use of the available screen space. 3. You can maximize a window by double-clicking on its caption bar. Only nerds know this trick. 4. Switch between windows by clicking on the taskbar buttons, rather than dragging them around on the screen. 5. Learn common keyboard shortcuts. They are always more efficient than using the mouse. Thank you for taking time to review this presentation. We have many informative presentations on YouTube. Please search YouTube for Brillians Training, or SupraVISTA Medical DSS. If you have any questions, please contact us at help.supravista@gmail.com.